What I really want is to try to make this a much more participatory democracy, particularly on the economic end. The federal government has tracked unemployment figures for cities, and the entire time, Canton has never, not for 1 month, had an unemployment rate lower than national average. We do the same kind of economic development everybody does. Here's some tax breaks. Please be nice to us and hire people. I put forward really a three-step model that I wanted the city to go down this track. I call it the Canton model, but you call it whatever you want. Targeting business, targeting our dollars more. And if we can grow the economy by 10, 15, 20 jobs at a time, it may not make the front page of the paper, but it's going to have an impact. The other thing I want to do is just use some really easy tools that we have just to make government more accessible to people. I mean, right now, you can go on the internet, you can watch a video on anything. What you can't see is Canton City Council meetings. I also want to do an economic report card every year where we can show, okay, Medline promised us 35 jobs. This is what we gave them in exchange. Have they delivered on it? One of the things I want to do is require local construction whenever we give out these economic dollars. Again, it's not no one's going to hold the front page of the paper and go, wow, local construction. But it's a jobs bill.
Neighborhood concerns, street and sidewalk repair, increased voter awareness. Well, the police is very understaffed right now. I was interviewed by the Patrol Association. There's like 40-some supervisors, only 114 patrol officers. And when some of the police show up for work, they have 14 to 15 calls waiting for them because they're so understaffed, they can't go out and patrol anymore, which just the presence of them driving around, like say Maryland Park, Stark Park, it would decrease criminal activity because they're going to be scared. They don't know when the police are going to drive around and show up, if they're doing something wrong. I think the current administration actually here in town can do some executive order stuff to get more police on the road. They can decrease some of the white shirts or the officers, I guess they call them. But the youth, I have some really good ideas. There's 7,000 some people in Ward 5. I'm going to go start an account at Charter One or somewhere, and I'm going to get $1 from everybody a month. Probably not everybody's going to give me $1, but if I get half of that, Dave Midday at the Boys Club here in Canton, well, the police Babe Stern Center now, $75 a year, I can get a membership for a child. So if I get $3,500 a month, that's 40, 50 passes to the Boys Club. And the Boys Club is actually working on maybe getting some after-school tutoring, but they also need other things over there. So the more people we get involved, I think we can get other things going on. Maybe a chess club, other things, to get them motivated. And try to get them interested in things. I actually want to use some of the vacant lots here in the city. Akron has a very big BMX dirt racetrack. I think we could take some empty lots with approval of the neighbors through a variance, especially at the end of the roads, put little BMX tracks. They could practice on those, and if they feel they get really good, they could go to Akron and compete in state championships and national championships. They have very big BMX things.